watching the world. I don't say exactly where yet.
So excited. Second episode. Did overpay him, but if it means keep him along to me, what's going on? It's got to be Detroit. What do you mean?
The Guys Huddle.
I mean, he. I don't know.
What we talking about today, Big Ron?
So we're going to be talking about a few different things here today. First off, one thing it's going to take the majority of our time. We're going to be talking about Monday Night Football. That's the first Monday Night Football.
For those of y'all who don't know, it's the Baltimore Ravens versus the Washington Commanders,
aka potentially Redskins, if the thing gets signed.
First of all, listen. I don't know why they changed it in the first place. I mean, I know everybody is woke, but it's a football team. Like it's been called that for years. It's not like they had a super racial slur as their mascot. Like, come on, man. The Commanders. I liked it better the other way, Chan. What was the
Washington football team?
The Washington football. That sounded professional. Yeah, that sounded professional.
But even if they don't change it back to the Redskins, they're gonna have to change it anyways because they couldn't trademark the Commanders.
Yeah, they.
When do they have to change it by?
It'd be the end of the season. I'm more than positive.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the exact date is on that, but I know they're talking about a potential name change anyway. So if they get enough votes on that, it's gonna.
I mean, shout out to Magic Johnson. He makes it happen. I don't know how he got his hands into the Washington organization, but something's about to shake over there. It's gonna be a shake up over there.
Also want to introduce Channing. For those of you who don't know Channing, he was on our first live episode for the Guys Huddle NFL draft. So, we appreciate you coming back, man.
Thanks for having me back.
We got a lot to talk about. We got the over and under.
That's what I want to talk about, the over and under.
We got updates on JT. For those of you who don't know, those updates came in just a couple of hours ago. So lots of fun stuff to talk about. Sorry, just trying to get some stuff shared for the page here. Let's see here. I'm going to get the schedule pulled up. If one of you guys want to get some schedules pulled up. We're going to start with the you guys want to start with AFC or NFC first? It's up to you. Don't make a difference.
We can do AFC.
I mean, we could do NFC because nobody cares.
the no fun conference.
Yeah, I most definitely get.
Oh, I guess that's
a little
that side of,
on that one.
That side of the table is NFC. I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. They don't know in private. We call it nobody fucking cares division. Yeah.
At least in the AFC, we know who's coming out of it.
Yeah.
How is that not boring when you know Kansas City's coming out?
Okay.
The winner.
There's potential other places there. You just draw a name out of a hat.
At least in the NFC, there's a dice roll. Like
it is. And I just hope it never rolls on the Cowboys.
Channing,
that's one thing I think we all will agree.
Yes.
Since you're going to be, regular on Mondays now, we'll let you go first, buddy. What division you want to pick? And then we're going to get bear with me here. We're working with limited.
So let me pass you what I have in front of me to see if you want to go off of this list.
All right. Here we go.
Just because I have it that's not in specific order, but it has 3 different betting groups of what their overs.
There's no reason why your phone should be the size of a tablet.
Oh, man. Okay.
That is real.
I am old and blind and I like to read it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. If that's what you're doing with your phone, then yeah, I totally understand.
I actually make use of it. I read a lot.
Vaughn, I don't know why you laughing. I know what you're laughing for.
Oh, the over. Okay.
So I don't know if that's what you were looking for.
Not exactly, but it's not wrong. It's just I'm not too great with those numbers yet. So give me a second. I'll be there. But we're gonna kind of go through each team's we don't have to go through the whole schedule. Obviously, we can summarize it, but we're going to be like, okay, with their schedule, the way it looks, are we saying over 500
let's do
wins
just
or
saying.
under 500 wins?
Yeah.
Bring up. Yeah.
If you could. Obviously, we're not going to go over every single game because if not, we might be here for a couple hours, boys.
Yeah.
So pick a team. I'll bring up their schedule.
We'll start with the division first. Actually, we can actually start with the Eagles division. I figured that'd be a fun one to
Yeah.
start with.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got the Lions schedule right here.
Okay, we'll start with the
All
Lions.
right. Okay. Come on
That's
with
my
it.
background.
Okay.
I
Just
think
so
it'll be over 500.
okay, I just want to make sure everybody knows the definition of over under 500.
Yeah, winning more games than losing.
Yes.
I love how you look at me and
No,
ask the question
I just
directly.
hey,
This
listen.
isn't basketball. Okay?
Guess what? I like to make sure we're all on the same page, so we don't make anybody look.
I'm gonna watch a lot of basketball this upcoming season. Okay, just so I can know who a coach is.
Hey, say shout out to Pop. You know what I'm
I'd
saying?
say that's Pop. I know Pop now.
That's an Indiana boy for those who don't know.
So, we'll go with you first, Channing. We're gonna do we'll do the Lions schedule first.
Oh, the Lions division.
Yes,
Lions.
division. We'll start with the Green Bay Packers. That's a popular
The
take.
Packers.
Okay. So now the question is, do we think the Green Bay Packers, with their schedule, will be over 500 or under 500?
Under 500.
I'm a betting man, and I know vaguely what their schedule looks like.
So in order, looks like the Packers will go Bears, Falcons, Saints, Lions, Raiders, Broncos, Vikings, Rams, Steelers, Chargers, Lions, Chiefs, Giants, Bucks, Panthers, Vikings, Bears. Start the season with the Bears, end the season with the Bears.
Yeah, they going under 500.
Yeah.
Even if it's just in division games. You said the Chiefs, you said were on there. The Chargers were on there. They play the Broncos too.
They play
If the Broncos
Pittsburgh.
are anything what they're supposed to be finally, according to, our buddy on here, Trey, Broncos are legit. So, in his words, I think that could be 3 losses right there.
That's that
So-
pup. That's
I will be honest, after looking at the schedule, I could actually see them.
going over 500.
I could see them going 9-8 on a good year. I could, and
9-8.
that is hurting me to say as a Lions fan. But I could see it depending on if Love can be at least a general manager.
I just don't believe in him. Yet.
I don't either.
Okay.
I just need some film on
If
the
they
guy.
can at least get minimum on that, where he can at least game manage, I could see it because I might get hate for it, but I'm not sold on the Bears yet. I need to see more of Fields.
Mhm.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
Falcons, I'm definitely not sold on. Saints, I think there's a good argument to be made that they got rid of Carr for a reason. Lions, again, as a Lions fan, we don't know.
Right.
Broncos, look at their season last year. We don't know.
Right. I mean, I look
There is a lot of unknown on
there's
their
unknowns,
schedule.
but if I had to go off of the known, right, the Lions, I don't think they split. We'll say they split a game with them.
I don't
We'll
even
say
think
they split a game with
They
Chicago.
ain't gonna split a game with the Lions or Chicago.
I-
They're
it's-
losing
it's a-
both
it's a
those games.
division
As a
game.
Lions
It's
fan,
a
I wish I
division.
had your confidence. I really do.
Listen, we can lose to the Browns on any given Sunday. It's a division game.
That's you and the Browns, though.
Oh my
They
god!
didn't go through all the rebuild stuff that the Green Bay is going through right now.
The Browns have never went through
I'm not
rebuilding.
saying- but yeah, they went through.
The Browns have
plenty of
never.
But is Green Bay really, besides quarterback, they're not really struggling, are they?
rebuild. Just a little bit.
They have a good roster outside the big question mark with Love.
That's a big question mark, and that's
Huge, because like I agree. Like I think they kept him back for a reason. Like if he was who they wanted him to be, I think they would have got rid of Rodgers before.
way before.
Right. That's a band-aid they've been.
I mean, look at then you have the Buccaneers, the Giants. I think were a one-hit wonder. Honestly, there's a lot of unknown on that.
You know what? Now I think about it, I think I'm probably right with Shannon on this one. There is a lot of unknowns,
I still think.
and I feel like if even if they lose out in the division, I feel like they still can.
So you think this whole division's gonna go at least 9-8? Is what you're saying? At least 9-8? Because if we put them at last, that puts them.
I honestly
the
think-
Vikings above them.
I honestly think this division is going to be the biggest unknown when it comes to like the level of like the floor and ceiling of each team.
I just feel like
Honestly, all 4 teams I can see being miserable teams or really good teams.
I feel like outside of Green Bay. I mean, I don't trust Jordan Love yet.
Mhm.
But I feel like in 2 years, 3 years, this could be that division.
It could. It very well could be.
Like this could be that Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati type division, like where
Bills, Jets, Miami.
Yeah,
I
it could
get
be one
I
of
get what
those.
you're saying, but we ain't there yet, and that's why I still put Green Bay under 500.
I believe in Justin.
I look at it this way. James Jones made some valuable points. I don't know if anybody
Right, I gotta
caught
go to
him.
the Bears schedule.
He's I believe an analyst for Fox, of one of their shows. He made some valid points when he was talking to Sean McCoy today. I think Justin Fields. Now, this is a hot take. You can hit me with it all you want. That's fine. Given the circumstances that he has and what he's had in the offensive line and the wide receivers, I think you plug him into a high style. Well, I'll just go ahead and say it, a loaded offense.
Like the Eagles.
Yeah, I think he wins the Super Bowl. He doesn't have to do it all with his legs because it's the same issue we've had with Lamar for years, except the front office finally took his bluff. You know what I'm saying? Like they went out and got him weapons. Well, they're now going out and getting Fields weapons. They seen what Jalen Hurts is doing with loaded offense. I mean, think about it. If he had a tight end like Dallas Goedert, if he had even two, Pro Bowl caliber wide receivers like the Eagles do, if they had a great offensive line, if they even had a running back that did half as good, put Justin Fields in that situation and tell me he's going to fail.
See, the question I would ask you there is, where has he shown you that he would succeed? Because you've agreed that he's not been able to show it, right?
Right. I mean, he's
we still don't know if he can. That's right. That's my only thing.
All I'm saying is give him the opportunity.
For sure. I'm not going to completely count him out, but I'm not going to put faith into something I haven't seen either.
Right? I got faith in DJ Moore.
Like flip the coin here. Put Jalen Hurts on the Chicago Bears last year. I want to know, do they go over and under 500? Do you think
they go over 500?
Well, why do you say that? You are astonishing to me.
I know.
You need a Patrick Mahomes level.
But the difference between Hurts and Fields is Hurts has shown with the team he can.
Yeah.
Right now, and I'm not blaming Fields for it,
and
but
that's not.
But he has a team of hitters.
For sure.
Like he doesn't have. It's not like he's out there throwing the ball to Joe Schmo from North Kansas State. Like no, he's out there throwing the ball to AJ Brown. Like he's
so I'm pointing out that people made the same argument for Baker Mayfield that he needed weapons.
Nobody ever ever made that.
There was people that believed in Baker and said he needed weapons, and they loaded him up, and then he got walked out of town the moment they got him weapons.
Yeah,
I'm not saying Fields is that,
right?
But he hasn't even shown me he has the ability to lead yet. To drag a team to the next level.
I see what you're saying there.
I'm not counting him out. It's way too early. I will never count somebody out on a rookie contract. I think that's ridiculous to do that.
However, he did finally get some weapons.
He got some weapons now.
This year's going to be exciting for sure because I do think with the weapons he has now, we're going to see what Fields has way or another.
And once he finds the balance in between running that ball and throwing that ball, it's going to get scary. Because now think about the play action now. The play action scary. Who's running? Is he going to take off, or is Moore going to be down the field wide open because we bet on the play fake? Like, yeah, it can get ugly if they find a good balance. They got a nice running back. They tight end Ryan ain't trash.
No, but he's not fucking Dallas Goedert.
No, I mean I
love the praise I'm hearing from you right now. That's great.
Well, since we're moving into the Bears, let's just go ahead and get them on the board.
They're over 500.
All right. Well, so listen.
That was pretty smooth for someone that was on the fence about,
Justin Fields.
Yeah.
No, listen.
Pretty smooth.
It's already yarding on my picks. It's Lions, Bears,
So-
Vikings, Green Bay.
So listen. So they got the Bears, got the Packers, the Bucks, the Chiefs,
Win,
the
lose.
Broncos,
Maybe win.
the Commanders,
Win.
the Vikings,
Win.
the Raiders.
Win.
What time is that Vikings game?
It's at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Vikings got that one.
They got the Raiders, the Chargers,
Lose.
the Saints,
It's gonna be a good game.
the Panthers.
Hold on. The Saints are going to be a good game, but that's a cakewalk for the Vikings.
No, he said that he said that they was gonna beat the Vikings.
Yeah, they're gonna beat the Vikings.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you're saying the Vikings are a cakewalk, but the Saints are, just
Oh,
Good
Lions, Vikings,
They lose.
Lions,
they might lose.
Browns, Cardinals,
They win in that one.
Falcons,
That's a toss up.
Packers.
They win in that one. It depends if they care or not, because by that time, if they've already made the playoffs, they might lose.
We kind of go back over that first list I showed you. What odds are?
yeah.
Green Bay. That's who we already did, right?
Yeah.
They're averaging 7.5 wins in the betting numbers. 7.5 wins.
So that's not
So not 500, less than 8 games.
Okay.
Chicago, same thing on 3 different betting apps. 7.5 wins, averaging 7.5.
But you also got to take into consider the fact that is Chicago, same way as Detroit.
for sure. And this is betting, so you have people like me that bet. So don't take these numbers to heart. This isn't something to go by.
No. First of all, I'm just excited that the Bears look extravagant this year.
They look good on paper. I just want to see him put all the pieces together.
Listen,
I even eyebrow betted on this.
Can I be real with you? After I saw the first play of the first preseason game, everything I knew I wanted to know, I saw it. I was wondering if they was gonna have that chemistry with wide receiver, quarterback. You know how it be. Oh God, they need a little time to work out and this, that. No, the first play. Let's go. Touchdown. Like they went out there and it looked nice. And then Herbert was running that ball like a dog.
So Channing, do you got the Bears over or under 500?
If Fields plays up to the potential that you guys think he is, they're actually going to, I think they can win the division.
I think
If they do not, if he does not play and he gets closer to what I'm thinking where he has more to prove, I do think they will finish 3rd place in the division. Under 500. It's all on Fields.
okay. So finally,
It's hard for me to make it official because I'm so on the edge
we
with
gotta
Fields.
have a final answer. We gotta have one. I'll give you mine. I'm going over 500.
I'm going over as well.
Who'd you say their last game was?
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
They'll finish 9-8, 1 game.
The
over.
owner's not in Green Bay no more. he's in New York. So I'm taking Chicago. I think Chicago.
That's what I'm saying. I think Chicago's taking that. So 9-8.
Okay, so we all got the over 500 for the Bears. All right, next we're gonna move to the Lions.
Over 500.
Personally, I got the Lions going over 500. However,
They're winning that division.
that division, like unless Minnesota just comes out, they have 6 primetime games. By the way,
they
you don't know.
come in the third in that division.
I don't think, unless due to injuries, unless something crazy happens. Even then, I'm not sure the injuries would be such a bad thing at quarterback for the Lions if Hendon Hooker's available.
He will not be available for a minute.
Yeah, I know, but he should be at some point in time in the season, right?
Maybe halfway through. Maybe.
They still have Bridgewater as a backup, anyways. I'm not saying that he's
Bridgewater
was brought in just to train Hooker.
Bridgewater should be where Andrew Luck is right now. He's been hurt way too much.
But I think Jared Goff's gonna be fine.
Okay, let's go through their schedule. I mean, you guys play some of the same teams. Channing, you have the schedule on deck.
Channing doesn't look too confident when you said that.
I am at a very weird position.
We need to know.
You guys have known me, obviously, my entire life, if not all of it, and I've never, ever have thought positively on the Lions.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It was a small window where Megatron.
There was a small window.
Boy, you was strutting around.
Loved me some Megatron.
I don't even want to bring that up, honestly. Listen,
but I had faith in it. But in that case there, the most I ever hoped for was a playoff win. I never got confident for a Super Bowl.
Channing's capping. You don't want to know why? The most he ever hoped for was to trick Ryan to tell him what his Calvin Johnson jersey was for Christmas. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, I do.
He said, "Oh, I already know what you got." Zach told you that I got you a Calvin Johnson jersey, bro. I was so pissed. I can't. Words cannot describe how pissed I was. Sorry, but go ahead there, Channing.
But yeah, I have after last season going 1-6.
I got the Bears.
And then starting 8-2 afterwards. No offense to the Bears, but we embarrassed them badly. on those games.
Well, listen, division games to me are always the hardest.
They're weird. They can go so many different ways.
It could be a great team playing
a horrible
and
team.
for some reason,
Perfect example is the Eagles and the Commanders last season.
a perfect example is we're not going to keep talking about
Go
the
Birds.
Eagles.
Go Birds.
God, Lee, man, I'm talking about, man, this guy gets one halfway decent quarterback and a bunch of great offensive weapons, and now he's the cat's pajamas. What was this guy at when Donovan McNabb was out there?
I was still an Eagles fan.
You was out there then?
I got a proposition for you. Let's go to you right here.
Oh shit, here we go.
You're the one that keeps giving me the look. Bears takes and Lions takes.
I have been given. Listen, I honestly think I think they're gonna have the same
I
record.
think you're gonna like this. If the Bears win the division, you have to come on this podcast wearing a Lions jersey. I'll provide it.
I'm in. If the Bears win, I will wear a Lions jersey.
If the Bears win, you're gonna wear a lion. Okay.
I will suffer, and he can get a Bears shirt, and I will wear it on a night.
That works.
Me and him already got.
We already got something on that.
Eyebrow.
Yeah, it's an eyebrow on the line.
Have a better record. Than the Lions.
I was trying to get him to do the reverse mohawk.
Yeah, we were trying to do.
No, they were trying to get me to do my beard.
I said Hitler mustache, everything. He didn't want to do it. So
You're betting eyebrow for the Lions?
Yes, he is.
Lions gonna do it better than the Bears.
Yes.
110%.
John Suggs says if Eagles don't win more than 13 games, he has to shave his head.
Who?
Birds.
So are you doing that?
Look, we have the hardest schedule in the NFL.
Are you doing that bet?
I'm not shaving no head.
Okay,
you got the hardest schedule in the NFL.
Yes, we do. Have you seen our schedule?
I have.
Later.
I have.
And it's been statistically proven we have the hardest schedule.
Okay, we got. So you got the Lions
Of
going
course
to
they're the
500.
Lions. I got an eyebrow on it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
everybody got 5. Okay,
I even got the Lions.
that moves us on.
We're going 12-5.
That moves us on to the Vikings. I'm saying the Vikings.
I'm gonna hate it because I'm gonna be one eyebrow short if the Lions pull off a 12-5.
I think the Lions will go 12-5 with the Bears going. I'm gonna go say
11-4. 11 and.
I think it's gonna be down to one game. Making my prediction. there.
Trey said Jason has the chance of being a Lions jersey wearing one eyebrow looking.
Yeah, hey boy, but think about Zach though.
I work with people every day.
I make smart bets.
So
Clothing.
we're gonna move on to the Vikings here. I'll start off. The Vikings play 6 primetime games. For that stat alone,
Minimum
right there,
10-6.
under 500.
So listen. They got the Bucks,
They win in
the
that.
Vikings. I mean, they got the Bucks, the Eagles, the Chargers, Panthers, Chiefs again, Bears, Niners,
Shit.
Packers, Falcons, Vikings. I mean Saints, Broncos, Bears, Raiders, Bengals,
You know,
Lions.
I might reverse some shit real quick. I think the Vikings might finish last in that division with that fucking schedule.
Man,
And
Yeah.
what 6 are prime time?
that-
Because if the 6 primetime games are against the worst opponents, they might have a really long season.
they got a primetime game against the Eagles.
Jackson, that's a dub.
Birds.
The Chiefs,
Nope, they losing that game.
the
too.
Niners,
They
0-3.
losing that game too.
the Broncos,
That's a
I'm
toss-up.
50-50.
the Bears,
They losing that game.
the Pack.
It's the primetime Vikings though. So
Yeah, it does. But
0-6.
yeah, right there, right there. When they got Jeffries, it's hard to say you don't think they're gonna be over.
with that schedule though.
But yeah, with
what
this
you
schedule,
just read.
nah,
They're making a double coverage.
Is he still on his rookie contract, isn't he?
yeah,
Is he going to be
Justin
leaving this
Jefferson?
year?
Oh man, who knows? Honestly, because like
So, what you think? Do you think they're going over or under, Vaughn?
Are they going under? 110%.
I'm going under with them. What about you, Chan, man?
Going under.
under across the board, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Woo.
I didn't think that was really hard one to debate. They got 6 primetime games. That's damn near 6 losses.
Yeah, but like he said, those the primetime games that they are playing,
Those are some tough teams.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even if they weren't, I'm still taking them to lose. It's past. It's
3 of their
bedtime.
primetime games are 3 of the toughest teams in the league.
All right, let's dance on over here to these fucking Eagles.
Go Birds.
Okay.
Let's dance over here to this next division, the Eagles.
Ooh,
So listen.
this is a hard, tough schedule. You don't got to tell me. I already know.
Week 1.
The Patriots, after they've already recognized Mr. Tom Brady.
They got Patriots.
They got week 1 Patriots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after they've already have a ceremony for Tom Brady, previous to game.
Then they have the Vikings.
Tom Brady's not throwing the ball, so that.
Well, I know, but
Yeah.
they're gonna recognize him.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's not that I'm worried about the game.
You
but
think the
also-
spirit of
He's
Tom
worried
Brady is
about-
gonna
Oh,
jump?
they might.
Gonna jump at Mac
Well,
Jones?
he said, let's rally one together for old Tom. Thomas Brady, ladies and gentlemen.
Thomas Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Then they have then they have
The Vikings at primetime.
they got Vikings. Then they got the Bucks.
We need to
Okay, Vikings game.
adjust your mic.
That's a head up.
Sorry, technical difficulties. This part is where there you go.
Better.
Yeah, because you were talking up here. Couldn't hear it. Yep, we fixed it there.
We fixed it.
Uh,
Better for
Appreciate
you.
shout out to Trey.
Our
So listen,
technician.
the Vikings and Eagles game. That's a loss for the Eagles.
Whatever. It's primetime.
Eagles and the Bucks. That's a
win.
That's a win.
the Commanders.
It's a division game. It's still a win.
Where's these hard ass teams he's talking about
Oh,
playing a
keep
minute
going.
ago?
Where's the division game?
So he's got the Bucks, the Commanders, the Rams,
Those are wins right there.
the Jets,
That's a loss.
That's gonna be a good game.
That's an L.
That
the
might not-
the Dolphins.
It's gonna be another good game.
That's an L.
That's not gonna.
I
be
gotta
enough.
see the greatest Aaron Rodgers farewell ever. I'm just saying. Detroit beat his butt right out of Green Bay that last game.
I can't believe you taking credit for that. That man didn't even want to be there anymore.
Don't care. I'm taking every bit of it.
He was ready to go to get the mushrooms in the dark. Okay,
I seen the highlight where he was yelling at our little rookie for tackling him because he hit him too hard, and that's
Yeah.
all I needed.
Trey says the last 8 games, Jason, horrible stretch of teams to play.
So
Yeah, we're about
Commanders, Cowboys,
L,
Chiefs,
L.
Bill. Oh yeah, this last one.
Go ahead and tell me the
Bills.
Chiefs aren't meeting it.
Bills.
It's gonna be a good
It
game.
depends. Is Diggs still
And,
there?
and the Bills might wipe you too.
Is
Fuck you talking
Diggs still there at that?
Yeah,
point?
that's
Yeah,
a
it's
about? I mean that's always a question.
how were we past that and then
Then the Niners,
it pulls back up today?
Yeah,
That's
then the
mind-boggling to me.
Niners.
then the Niners,
That's an L.
then the Cowboys,
I've seen 6 division
Seattle.
games so far.
the Giants,
That's a division game. It could be
the
Oh,
Cardinals. Oh, so let me see. After the 49, because they're gonna beat the Cowboys. They're gonna beat the Cowboys the second time. So what was that? One,
We'll
two,
give
three,
one.
4. Like your last 5 games is really a cakewalk.
Yeah. Our first couple and our last 5. Yeah, but then in the middle, the stretch in the middle.
Yeah, but those are pretty much division games in the middle. Like
We had the
outside
Chiefs,
the
49ers.
Chiefs and the Bills.
And the Bills.
That's also you have to remember that's based off of the schedule from like where they finished last year, and they did have 3 teams make the
Make
playoffs.
playoff.
right. So
They
if
have
you look-
something going their way on that.
if you look at it this way, so we'll just say you split the division games. Okay, that's 3 losses right there.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the Chiefs,
Mm-hmm.
and you have the 49ers,
Mm-hmm.
and then who else were we looking at? Bills.
The Bills, yeah.
We could still finish 10-6 and win in the division.
Yeah. It's because your division's not very great.
What do you mean? We had 3 teams in the playoffs last
It's
year.
not
You say
hard to
what?
make-
10-6.
10-6.
It's not very. It's not hard to make
10
the
and 6.
playoffs in your conference.
God, the football gods are gonna hate everything that I'm about to say because it is blasphemy to 10-6 not gonna beat.
Oh, they play the Dolphins
The
too.
Dallas Cowboys is going to win more games than that. 10-6 don't make you safe in that division. It doesn't.
I know it doesn't.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just want to make sure don't.
Listen,
It's gonna be a hard.
the
division
NFC
this year.
East. Your guys' NFC East, right? Yep. So I look at it this way: like the NFC is not a very competitive. Like it's not filled with talent. It's not that like the AFC's loaded.
Do you guys hear that? Do you
Yes.
Hear? Okay.
You got- okay.
You're talking about wait,
49ers, Eagles, Cowboys,
okay.
Lions, and Bears.
Okay, I get.
If-
I get
in
what
those
you're
last
saying.
2
I thought you
teams
meant
are-
our division itself, like including players, wasn't filled with talent. I thought
I'm
that's
not
what you
saying
were
you're
trying
not
to
filled
say
with talent that in, but what I'm saying is like Zach, there's years that like it's
I've seen the trash can memes.
it's
I know.
it's a shit show to see who's even going to win your division.
I know. We've been past couple years. We've been doing fine.
I mean, a couple years back, somebody won 6 games in one of your division.
Yeah,
they went to the playoffs.
Was that the Redskins
I think it
when
was
they beat the
Commanders.
Steelers?
They went with 6 or 7 wins.
Channing, I know you had something to say over there.
Ooh, look
I see it. I see you over there. What do you got to say? You can't argue that the NFC is not that great. I mean, I know
I'm
your
trying
team's in an NFC, but hear me out.
I'm trying to figure out where my bias is kicking in.
okay.
But I'm looking at the level of the talent on the AFC where we can match you on the side. Because when you look at AFC,
there's a reason Tom Brady went to the NFC. Like
to get away from Mahomes.
I mean, Mahomes.
But when you look at Mahomes,
Lamar,
and then you look
Josh
at Burrow,
Allen.
who else honestly matters between them two? Proven in the playoffs when it
Herbert.
comes against them. Herbert's won a playoff game.
No, I'm just naming off quarterbacks.
Well, I'm saying when
that
you
Tom was
go
running from.
to the two quarterbacks outside of Murrow,
Mahomes,
and Burrow, I'm just gonna put them into one.
Burrow.
When you look at Murrow, who else has done anything to prove they're on those two teams' level?
Josh Allen.
Who gets wiped every
Lamar
time he
Jackson
looks
got
at
an
them.
MVP. I mean,
I know that. I'm saying
Okay.
playoff wise.
oh, okay.
I'm looking at playoffs.
You're not gonna never win. Even with me riding with you, you ain't gonna never win.
Playoffs. I won't like.
Because once it hits playoffs, no team in the
Right.
AFC matters between those two. Where the NFC, they're legitly competing, and you can't put them too much. Out
You
of the
legitly
level.
compete because of the talent level.
Well,
the
I'm
talent
saying, but
level
you're
is-
talking about talent level, but the Super Bowl was not like a one-sided affair. The Eagles were there.
That's right. And I said
They
there's a few
Yeah,
great teams in the
they
NFC.
were there.
But once the great falls
Until
off,
that bum fumbled the ball.
once
up.
you fall off the great wagon, you fucking hit the pits because it's
But you do that.
there's
with
too big of a
AFC.
gap. I don't think so. Because look, if you look at this, you got the Bills that are competitive every year. Yes, they
Until
might
they
fuck
make
it up and lose.
playoffs.
They might fuck up and lose the playoffs. But what I'm saying is that's still a team that's not a cakewalk in the playoffs. The Giants are a cakewalk in the playoffs. I mean, the Cowboys. I mean,
Didn't the Giants?
Cowboys are
The-
thinking looking good in the playoffs.
the
But
Vikings.
you named off teams that won playoff games the same amount as the teams you listed on the AFC.
Yes, but
It
when
kind of seems like more bias is coming from you currently.
no, I mean, if you look at the stats, like
We are. I mean, so far the stats aren't there.
you got Buffalo. I mean, as much as I
Who-
hate to say it,
Who wins? They won how many playoff games last year?
One.
How many did Giants win?
One.
Next.
and the Giants played
Who'd they play in the playoffs?
the
Vikings. Yeah, they did play the Vikings. Prime time Kirk.
It was prime time.
What was that?
The chair.
I was with you on that
I'm
one.
saying, it sounded like it came from out there.
I was
Uh,
gonna jump out the window. I ain't fucking around.
Game over.
I mean, the Vikings. I mean, they've
No, they're frauds.
Who Kirk Cousins has won playoff games, has
Right.
success there.
all right.
Frauds.
And okay, so
I agree with the fraud part, but I'm just talking about like once you start breaking down playoff success,
mhm.
the AFC is not as dominant as you're trying to make it
Okay.
out to be.
Okay. So,
Well, if we go to the
so
regular,
listen. So what I'm saying is, outside of Kansas City, he won't give us Buffalo. He won't give us that. Cincinnati.
Yeah.
The Murrow. Yep.
Outside of those two.
Well, we're looking this year.
So in the NFC, it would be
Eagles and 49ers.
it would be Jalen Hurts and who would be the other prime time?
49ers if they could get a QB.
Depends on the
I
quarterback.
mean, I look at it this way: the same teams consistently make it. In the
But think
NFC, the
that's
same
what-
teams don't consistently.
That was.
I would say Eagles and
the
49ers
Rams.
since
The Rams
they're
are nowhere to be found right now. The Buccaneers are nowhere to be found right now.
They were looking at. They're
Well,
all in
they're-
rebuilding.
All
stage.
they need is a Brock Purdy.
Those were the last two teams from the NFC to represent the Super Bowl. Correct me if I'm wrong. Besides the Eagles,
Go
And
Birds.
obviously the Eagles didn't deplete, but I mean they're
So
nowhere
wouldn't
to be
that show
found.
that the NFC is showing more influx of talent because other teams are keep on elevating and getting better? Where it's over here you have Murrow and then
I just look at the stability.
That's just
I don't think they're
talent.
stable. I
That's
don't think
just-
it's a stable conference.
So
Like, yeah, I mean, yes, they're showing that their growth, right?
Outside of Jalen,
But
Hurts,
they're
who
not
is the
showing-
second- who's quarterback two, and
NFC.
I was like
Yeah.
quarterback wise, I'm 100% on your
Yeah.
guys' side on that.
oh okay, yeah,
Yeah, quarterback, I will not
Okay.
argue.
Right. No, I
AFC
see
is
that.
the land of
It's-
for
yeah,
sure.
Brock
I can
Purdy's
see where
healthy,
I'm
it's him.
I'm kind of mixing those just because of the
Brock
quarterback
Purdy,
level of
he's
talent
healthy.
over there.
Yeah,
But I put that together with just because it's consistent play. If you look over there in the NFC side, I mean, like I just said, I mean, you got the
Well,
Rams, Obviously, Tom Brady's retired, so they're
No,
going to
I
take a
would
fall.
no.
Seattle, I mean, they
Making
just
you
got
think, aren't
Geno
I?
Smith, but Russell Wilson is,
I can't say Justin yet. As much
No.
as I'm rooting for the
I
Bears.
could almost say Jared Goff, but
for what?
well,
quarterback.
we're talking
quarterback.
quarterbacks.
No, we
in
was just
NFC.
saying,
Quarterback
who
number
would be-
3?
Who would be quarterback 2? And
Well, 2 would be Brock Purdy. We already said that.
Yeah.
kind of.
I wouldn't
long
put
as he's not
Purdy there.
injured.
Just
I can't
yeah.
put him there.
Then who's quarterback 2 in the NFC?
it ain't Kurt.
is not
I
Kurt.
guess it's supposed to be Kurt or Dak.
Wait a minute. Is it Aaron?
He's not in
He's
NFC.
not in the NFC.
Oh
He's
no,
in the
yeah, I
AFC.
forget. Oh yeah, I forget. Oh,
And Tom Brady's gone too. So.
Yeah, that's why we've got Hurts, and then
The
we
fact
got
that it's taken us this long to think of these
Yeah,
two
yeah.
shows the difference in
Just the-
QB 100%.
Yeah.
most definitely.
Like you can't even have a solid argument for 2 on the NFC.
All right, so listen. Now we've finished the Eagles. Now we're going to talk about
The Cowboys.
Cowboys.
the Cowboys.
They're gonna be over 500 as well.
They're gonna be over 5.
Mhm.
Okay, they got
Are we
the
calling Dak's bluff?
they got the
Yeah,
Raiders.
absolutely, I'm calling Dak's bluff.
They got the
I'm
Raiders,
not asking the Eagles fans.
the Giants, the Jets, the Cardinals, the Patriots, the Niners, Chargers, Rams, Eagles, Giants, Panthers, Commanders, Seahawks, Eagles, Bills, Dolphins, Lions, Commanders. I'm gonna just jump out the boat right here and say, Lord,
You think they're gonna go under 500
yeah, I do.
with Micah Parsons?
Yes, listen, one player doesn't make the team, man.
But Stephon Gilmore and they got Trayvon Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
They drafted.
Their defense is pretty buff.
Cowboys is that team. I could see them.
They're the team that wins the division and then loses in the wild card.
you don't
But-
trust Dak, man.
No, I don't.
Now, listen,
You know,
if
there's-
Cooper Rush was starting,
Oh,
stop.
I'm entrusting Cooper Rush.
if Cooper Rush was starting, I would definitely say over right now. Look at him, he's a hater. He hates Cooper Rush.
Yeah,
I'm taking him under. I'm sorry. I'm taking him over.
over under.
But
I'm
in
going
the
under.
fact that they lose the first round of the playoffs.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
gonna do that anyway.
Anyways, yeah, no matter if they make it or not.
That's like Detroit. If Detroit wins on Thanksgiving,
They
almost
damn
had
near
the
won on
Bills last.
Thanksgiving.
It was so darn
if
close.
they win on Thanksgiving, I might have an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, who is our Thanksgiving game this year? I'm about to up the stakes here.
All right, Vaughn, who you got? You got under,
I
over,
got over.
over.
You got over?
I think it's gonna be Eagles Cowboys first
E-
and second.
Eagles is going to win the division.
Yeah,
They got the
I'm
toughest
still
schedule.
gonna
23rd's
be up there.
Thanksgiving, right?
That's my team.
Yep.
Come on.
We're winning Thanksgiving.
All right, all right, Shane. Who do you got?
They're going under.
Under?
Cowboys are
Two
going
unders,
under.
two
I think
overs.
they're going to officially decide Dak was a bad experiment.
But time out. You know what? First of all, he's been a bad experiment since the beginning. Okay. But guess what? Dallas has a ugly little thing they like to do. They like to keep a player, especially a quarterback, longer than they're supposed to.
Old white people hate admitting guilt. Jerry does not want to admit that.
Yeah.
And
Jerry Jones will die.
Before he
Romo
admits he
Hill.
was wrong.
Yes.
listen,
Look
Tony
how long he
Romo-
held
He's got to be best friends with Jim Irsay. He's got to be. He's got to be. That'll bring us into the later subject, but let's move on from there.
So we're on to the Washington Commanders.
Commanders. Let's see their schedule. I haven't got to look at their schedule.
Okay, hold on.
And they just announced they're starting Hal, like as a starter.
I mean, I would hope so. He's
They're going under.
Games.
You said they're going under. Let me see. They got Cardinals. That's a toss up. Broncos loss. Bills loss. Eagles loss. Bears loss. Falcons it's toss up.
Well,
Giants toss up. It's divisional. I mean, no, it's not divisional, but
Rams. I'm giving them
Eagles, Patriots, Seahawks,
That's Eagles is a loss.
Cowboys, Miami, the Rams, the
Loss.
Jets,
they going under.
Niners.
What you
Loss.
just said. They
Yeah,
going under.
yeah.
I think they could split it. Honestly, almost.
They still going under. I feel like.
You can't split 17.
I know that's what I was saying.
it
I mean, you can always win the
I
bye.
mean, they
week.
look-
could be a
look-
tie.
Tie, 8
It could be a
1.
tie. Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah,
could be a
there's
tie.
always a tie, and they would be the team to tie.
God,
One
man.
tie a year. I feel like.
God.
In Pittsburgh, I feel like always gets it.
God, I can and for all my Pittsburgh fans, I'm gonna say this from the bottom of my heart. I would rather a loss. I would
It
rather
still counts the
a
same.
loss. No, because remember it got us in the playoffs that the year before last.
By like, no, what I'm
It
saying
depends
is
on how the games
Yeah,
change
like
around.
right.
but that's a
it's
one in a
technically
million.
classified when they go down to things. It's better than a loss, but if it comes down to it, it technically counts as a loss, I believe, in some category that they determine that. Chime in if I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but
Don't they go off they look at wins first?
yeah. But
then-
if there's something they have to split between two teams losing the same so and so, and like it's got to be like the fourth option. I know that, but like I just don't know to what extent. So we got the last team, the Giants.
Wait, do we all say that they're going under 500?
I thought so.
Okay.
I thought that was pretty quick.
All right.
I think that was probably the quickest one, to be
Yeah.
honest. Which shows you the irrelevance
Giants.
of them.
Let's look at it this way. I didn't get any. Shout out to the people who sent us stars. I'm so sorry. We've had a couple technical difficulties, but my computer's been acting up. But we appreciate all the people that's been sending stars and helping support us.
Yeah, we definitely
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you
that.
guys.
Thank you very much.
So the Giants. Let's start here before we go over their schedule. Darren Waller. They drafted Jalen Hyatt. They re-signed Saquon Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'm not saying they're miles ahead of anybody in that division.
Shout out to Trista and shout out to the legend. Those are a couple of the people who sent us stars.
Oh well, we appreciate all the support there. It doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't pop up on our thing there. We appreciate it, Dad. Appreciate it, Trista. The Giants. I think they go over 500.
I was gonna get there. Yeah.
I say they go over 500 with their additions. Darren Waller is going to be a stud.
Hyatt was amazing in Tennessee. So.
Tennessee. I mean, they got Saquon back for a year. It's a revenge tour for him.
And obviously they re-signed Danny Dimes.
I got him over the Commanders, and I potentially think, honestly, this might be an unpopular opinion, and that's fine. With the Eagles having as hard a schedule as they do, I could see potentially the Giants having a better record than the Eagles. So
Saquon is on his revenge tour, but I don't know if he revenging that much.
right.
Yeah, because if the Eagles play, then we're just gonna send Boston Scott in. Obviously, what is he? He's the giant killer.
So what's your thoughts on that, Channing? I know that was a hot take. Let me hear what you got.
They would have to overcome the QB a lot, in my opinion.
I don't think he's worth the money he got paid. I think,
No,
Definitely
absolutely
not
not.
worth
I think that's their
money.
worst position on
Um,
offense, honestly.
He not listen. He's
And that
not.
dictates everything.
He's not that bad though.
Better
He
than Mac
has
Jones.
I don't think he's horrible, but at that price tag,
It's horrible for the price. It's kind of like when you could get the same thing at Rulers, but you bought it at Target for $20 more. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm going grocery shopping, obviously I'm not going to Target to grocery shop. For those of you who don't know, well, we don't make all that fancy money over here. We shop at the bargain stores over here.
Yeah, bargain brand. And I put the cheapest gas possible. I'm an 87 guy.
No, there's more than one.
Yeah.
That's great.
my hot take.
It's even cheaper if you put the other one in the we call that diesel. You know what I'm saying?
God.
You mix
It makes it real
Yeah,
cheaper
yeah.
because you suddenly don't have to put gas in your car anymore.
We're walking.
Yeah, because you're walking. Yeah.
Flintstone that.
Zach, I know you don't. I mean, it's gonna be a little biased from you, but what's your take on?
I
the
think they
Giants?
will go over 500.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. It's going to be just like
So you
we'll
think
see we'll see how Daniel Jones goes. I think that all three go over 500.
3 over the 4?
Mm-hmm.
I think with the conference they're in, it's not unrealistic.
Yeah, it's not
I think the
not as
potential.
decent as they all did well last year. I'm not trying to take anything.
They all
away.
made playoffs.
Yeah, they all did well,
Yeah.
and they really didn't. None of them really like lost like big hits that are going to hurt them not to do well this year.
Right.
So when it comes to that stuff, we have to remember when teams elevate themselves, other teams in the division have to lower. So if
Mhm.
we're predicting the Lions and the Bears to take a big step, 2 teams have to go backward.
Yeah, and Vikings and Packers. You know what I'm saying? With that,
Well, listen, the Vikes are
Packers
screwed.
didn't make playoffs last year.
Yeah.
The Vikes did though. So
The Vikes did.
Yeah,
so I
the
can see the
are about
Vikes
to go-
falling. Who do you guys think the other team is? Or is that a different day?
I think Green Bay just falls even farther. You know what I'm saying?
As
I
far
think
as
so.
lost for all of it.
From the schedule that I heard, though, I mean, Vikings might lose that division.
yeah.
I mean, was that in question that they
Well, I
were
had
going to
Green
win?
Bay losing the division.
Oh well. There can only be one winner. This is like the Highlander. There can only be
I
one.
meant like last. I meant last.
Oh, who? Okay, yeah.
Okay, so moving on to a different division here.
The Baltimore Ravens
Oh, I
are
think we're-
trailing
Oh.
the Washington Commanders right now.
Oh, is their streak going to get broken for preseason?
Quarter 3?
Listen, I am a betting man.
Oh no!
I am a betting man.
If you bet on a preseason game, I'll
Yeah,
feel
but right.
sorry for you.
For what? A preseason?
I am a betting man.
Lamar Jackson.
And I'll
ain't
tell
even
you,
out.
there's always a saying, if I was a betting, well, I am. We're not losing.
You're not losing to Washington.
It's preseason.
We haven't lost since my sophomore year.
25.
Oh, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be rough for you when
You
you
know
lose
how
that first one.
you know how irrelevant preseason is when it comes to terms of winning and losing.
It might be irrelevant, but guess what?
Did-
It gets
did
on
the
this
Lions
statistic
win?
board.
When the Lions went last time, the Lions went 4-0 in the preseason. We went 0-16. Just pointing that out.
I knew that.
God, that was a bad year, man. God, that was a bad.
First
No
year of
team,
Megatron too.
no team should ever go.
Let's go.
The Browns
0.
followed.
Yeah, they did.
Let's go to the NFC. Wow, I don't want to mess this up.
Thank you so much, Browns.
West division. That's Seattle, right?
Is it Seattle's 49ers?
Seattle Cardinals, 49ers, and
Let's go then. Let's start with the 49ers.
Oh,
Oh, they're going over
it's
500.
over. They got.
I don't even got to
CMC.
look at the schedule.
Yeah.
one of us could be QB
yeah,
and we
and,
go over.
I don't think we have to for the rest of this thing. I don't think we have to check schedules because I think everything else is going to pan right out. So
Seattle.
where's-
I'm going over 500.
Going over 500 for them too.
I think we're going 9-8.
The Cardinals are going to fall even more flatter.
I think they go not. Yeah, the Cardinals is
I
over.
think they're
As soon
shooting
as
for Caleb
They
Williams.
should have been on Hard Knocks.
As soon
And
as
then-
Call of Duty hits, they fucked.
And then
Oh yeah, because Murray is definitely going to be playing Call of Duty. I see you on the battlefield.
why am I forgetting the last? No, we did San Fran, we did Cardinals, we did
Seattle.
Seahawks.
and then
Cardinals, Seahawks, 49. Holy cow.
hold on. Why are we all drawing blanks here?
At the same time? Because I looked at your
The
face.
Rams, the Rams.
Rams. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're going under.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're falling even.
Oh yeah,
farther.
they're definitely under.
Dre done put Rams twice in there. He said he
Listen.
I mean, I'm sorry, brother. I wish you would have just been on the show. We would have had we would have had to do this.
All right, so moving to the next one, NFC South. This is where it gets down in the nitty
This
gritty
is
here.
the Panthers,
Panthers,
the Falcons,
Falcons.
Saints, and
Bucks.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That
Oh,
is a
shit.
trash
The worst
can in the
division.
wintertime.
yeah.
Cold garbage.
So
What team is going to come out of that?
Panthers?
Panthers.
110%.
We think, okay.
I got Panthers. This is gonna be one of these, right? I think this whole division has the potential to go under.
No, I think Panthers will be over 500.
I mean, you think about it. They got a rookie quarterback. They got Adam Thielen. That it could be decent, could be
Oh,
not.
but it's just
They got
I got
Chark
Tampa
over there.
I got Tampa,
Yep.
man. Like they just got all of the. They got
But who's their
all of-
quarterback? Who's their quarterback?
Listen, if I'm Tampa, I'm,
Baker Mayfield.
if I'm
Exactly.
Tampa,
Rah.
if I'm Tampa, I'm calling the 49ers.
Get Trey Lance?
I'm taking any. Well, I'm not taking Sam Darnold.
We
might
not
be
taking
starting.
Trey Lance.
I'll-
Fuck it.
I'll
I'm
take
not-
Trey Lance or Brock Purdy. They're
I'm
gonna
taking
give
Bro-
one of them
If
up.
I have
They
to,
ain't giving
if I have
Brock
to
Purdy
pick,
up.
All of the reports I'm seeing is Trey Lance is
Done.
bum in practice. Right?
Yeah, but I mean,
But
look,
he's-
that's fool's gold right
from
now.
the time we have seen him, he's looked like a bum. Yeah, he's been a bum since the time.
But if
Why would teams trade for him then if they're just going to hope he gets let go?
I mean, think about it. For what they
I don't think
drafted for
nobody's
him,
going to trade
Look,
for.
look at it this way: if they, for what they, you tell me he can't be worth a 6th round pick, you can't get a 6th round pick out of him.
I think probably a 6th round pick's already been offered. I think 49ers
so?
don't
Already?
want to let go of something they traded 3 first round picks to get.
I mean, yes. However, but when you got, granted, now with the season they had last year with the quarterback situation,
exactly.
it's not a terrible idea to keep him. But at the same time, you could literally, it's like playing the lottery right now. You could literally
Brock
get
Purdy.
someone to buy in and be like, look, he was injured, blah blah blah. It was
Brock Purdy
raining over half the game that he
Best
played.
quarterback
They all
over there.
get footage of practice as well.
I know, but it's practice is practice. You know what I'm saying?
No, so now who you Allen Iverson? Now? Practice is practice, not the actual game.
Didn't Lamar and Odell look great in practice?
Huh?
So didn't Lamar and Odell look great in practice? It's just practice though.
They did, but you know,
Lamar's proven on the field.
it's not even that though. I seen video of those two chumps in Hawaii on the beach. passing the ball, running plays and stuff. So listen, when quarterbacks and receivers who haven't played together, when they take that type of time to do stuff like that, something magical gonna happen. I don't think Odell's gonna be wide receiver 1 or nothing like that, but I feel like he's gonna make some big plays over there.
Ryan thinks he's gonna have over 1,000 yards.
He don't. He wouldn't.
That's irrelevant right now. My bad.
He would never say that. Not in front of me. Odell Beckham's for 1,000
That's
yards.
what he said.
That motherfucker.
That's
That's a stand-up comedian over there. I didn't know we had the next Bernie Mac over there.
I said healthy. I would expect him to have 1,000 yards in the offense.
Yeah, if this is the
But
crazy catching Odell, yeah, I buy that.
we're not in that division yet.
Okay, we'll just start with Tampa Bay.
All right, so I got the Panthers and I got the Falcons, and then
No, I'm just saying over or under.
Panthers. I got
Over.
Is there a way where they can all finish under
Mhm.
and still?
yeah, we've seen it.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm honestly
Yeah, you're the-
unpopular opinion. I'm taking the whole division under.
Really?
The year the Cardinals went to the Super Bowl with
You know what? I think I'm
what's
gonna
his
have
name?
to.
They went 7-9.
I think I'm gonna have to ride with them because
Panthers win at 8-9.
The only way I see them going
Yeah,
over is
yes.
there's got to be some kind of injuries. Like
I can see that. I can see that. The
Like teams
Panthers.
they verse, like everybody has to go on an injury like plague. Like
I see the Panthers finishing over 500, but the rest finishing under.
I mean, the Falcons got a good young.
Yeah, they
team.
do, but I
But
still see them finishing
It's
under.
kind of like Jordan Love. We need the film.
First of all, man, see, certain things in football happen because of bad juju. Okay. Atlanta's not going to be hot because they had the biggest lead in Super Bowl history
Mhm.
and blew it.
That was because of Matt Ryan.
It ain't even just that. Just like the Lions, to me, they will always be cursed because of what they did to Barry Sanders and what they did to Megatron. Like certain teams are just cursed.
Ever since Peyton lifted it, though, we've taken major steps.
I will say this. This team that the Detroit Lions have right now
The best we've had,
is the best Detroit team I've seen.
I think, I've ever seen.
and
Personally, in my life.
yeah, in 20 years, this is the best team I've seen Detroit have. Period, hands down.
I gotta pull up some of these comments.
Come on, man. You know we got to talk to our people.
We got Trey that says you guys are sleeping on the Falcons.
Yeah, I knew that.
And then
It's the quarterback I'm
Tim
saying.
Yankel says, Trey, are you working for ESPN now? And Trey says, just recently started there.
Yeah. Trey is he's behind the man. He's behind the camera guy, man. I'm telling you, Trey go on.
But so B and J sound like we got under for the whole division.
Yeah, I'm with you.
What
Yeah.
about you?
Well, Zach said he's got under for everybody
Rest of it,
except
but the
for
Panthers.
Carolina.
Okay.
I said Panthers win at 8-9.
Yeah,
So
so he's got
everybody under.
everybody under. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I wouldn't be shocked. Like this is like I know a lot of people who watching is like, oh man, well you don't know about this player, but I wouldn't be shocked. Like I said, we've seen a playoff team win the division with seven wins before. So I mean,
Anything's possible.
yeah,
And a lot of times, you haven't heard of a player, there's a reason for it, too. They're not getting the hype behind it to hear about it in the offseason.
you're right. You're right.
I haven't seen a single headline that's so far has hinted that, is it Ritter in Atlanta? Ridley?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I haven't heard any positive thing about him, at least.
I mean, I've watched a couple of the the preseason highlights. He been putting it up there.
So I don't watch too much
But
preseason.
Listen, I don't
Ever since
like,
that 4-0, 0-16, that's not my thing.
Yeah, I told,
It's not your thing, Jimmy.
Preseason's not my thing.
No, I didn't figure it was.
all right, come on, let's jump on
For
over to the
AFC.
AFC.
We're gonna go with I think the most controversial division right now, and
Oh,
AFC.
yes. Let's do it.
Is it the North?
no,
Oh God,
I would like to point something out that I just thought about.
I don't want to talk about the North. Go ahead.
My own comments, I proved myself wrong.
yeah,
I just predicted a division to have a winner below 500. I'm not going to predict that for the AFC.
There won't be a. There's not a. You can't win a division
and
in the AFC with a 8-9
And I
record.
think after thinking about that, I just kind of threw my own argument in the toilet.
Yeah.
we're we're gonna start with the AFC East. We've talked about this division for a while in football. This is hard.
It's not hard for me.
I'm gonna have to go with the Dolphins first. Do we need to pull up the schedule for them?
No.
It depends if Tua's healthy.
I'm going off everybody healthy.
Okay.
You going off
Then they
everybody?
finish over 500.
If everybody healthy, yes, they go over 500.
Well, we already know. I guess everybody's not healthy. Jalen Ramsey's out, but
Yep.
Who can be?
does that make a difference on your guys' prediction?
Jalen Ramsey?
Yeah. No, I'll still say we're 500.
No, I said no.
Because their offense has the potential to be so
Yes, they
crazy.
do.
Okay, so I'll take over 500 as well. Buffalo
over 500.
over 500.
Over 5.
All right, this is where it starts getting out.
This
New
is
England's garbage.
Under
Under 500.
500.
As much as I like they running back,
New
I'm
York
gonna have to
Jets.
say under.
Oof,
All right,
it just
Channing, I know
depends.
you're about to hit some unpopular opinions here, but let me hear. I want to hear from Channing first. Come on, now, bring it over.
Jets go over.
They go over. Look what they did last year, and now they have a competent QB as much as I.
And they have a running back. They had a running back last year, but now they have
They
like
upgraded
2
it.
running backs. Oh, and they have weapons.
God, I don't want to say that.
I'll say as much as it kills me, and I will say as much as it kills me. Yeah,
You know what?
They'll go over.
I'm ready. It's Super Bowl or bust for them. They're going all the way to the Super Bowl.
Oh,
The Jets.
I hate that. You know why I hate Aaron?
I
Rodgers?
laugh in Murrow at that.
Yeah, Murrow.
Trey said
yeah, Murrow.
Bills division's so tough you could win it at 9-8.
The Bills division.
That's what Trey said.
That's what's the division. Wait, that's the
division we just got through talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's what he was just mentioning.
You
The
say you
comment.
can win at
9-8.
9-8.
I don't think so. I think you have to win everything.
Ooh, you think you can Trigger? You think you can win that without a double digit?
They gotta have double digits.
Yeah.
I look at it this way. I say, obviously, I know someone's going to lose to the Patriots in the division, right? Just because it's a division game.
Trey, would you have that answer if everyone's healthy? I can see his point.
He
Thinking
said
of
it'll
injury.
be so tough. It could be close, is what he's saying. I look at it this way. Think about it this way. Say everybody splits in that division.
I don't
right?
think everybody will split. I think Patriots might lose to everybody.
Well, I give the Patriots a win somewhere. They're going to win one division.
maybe
game.
not a
They don't
division
get swept. There's not very often that a team gets swept the whole division.
very
in one
often, but
game.
there's a possibility.
You're right. I'm sorry, Mr. Optimistic. I got
always
you.
Lions have seen it a lot.
He said the Lions. Okay, so we'll go.
He is a
We'll-
Mac
fine,
Jones
fine,
hater.
we'll go
You don't
with
think
this.
you don't think Mac Jones is gonna lead to one division game?
Is my name Ryan? No, I don't believe in Mac Jones.
You think
Okay.
I like Mac Jones?
Yeah.
I like
Oh.
Mac Jones.
I've never liked Mac Jones.
I like Mac Jones.
If it was up to me, unpopular opinion, we're not going to get into this because we'll be 20 minutes. I prefer Baker Mayfield over Mac Jones.
You shut your fucking mouth. I will walk out of this goddamn podcast
Listen,
right now.
we've already went out about Mac Jones.
Baker
I
Mayfield?
would rather have Baker
Man,
Mayfield.
he's a big Baker.
All right, but we're not going to get into that because this is about to be a 20-minute conversation.
If he would have said Jared
But
Goff,
hold on. No,
or
we'll just
Justin
go.
Herbert,
We'll just go.
It's
I'm not even going to entertain that comment.
Baker.
New England. We'll just say they lose the whole division since Zach wants to be Mr. Optimistic. They think that no one's going to beat them, right? So that means each team will have 3 losses in the division.
Okay.
Okay, and then so you're still saying that
They're over 500 and they're going to have more than 9 wins. I feel like one of the teams will for sure have over 9 wins. Absolutely.
it's hard, man.
2 of those teams could have over 9 wins.
I mean, they could, but like I said, they're playing in a. Right, and once again, Shannon's comments, kind of answered himself here. This is a loaded AFC. I mean, I don't know who all they play, so that's why I was kind of talking about the schedule purposes. But like, if you play the Chiefs, you can play.
I still think there's a big gap between Murrow and everybody else.
Yeah, but you could
Wanna
play the
clarify.
Chiefs. You could play the Chargers. I mean, depending on how that offense looks, you could play, Baltimore. You could play, Cincinnati. You could play. That could potentially be. I'm not saying we're winning every one of them, but that could
All right.
potentially be another 4 losses right there.
We-
That's 7 losses already. Potentially, you know what I'm saying? So
It's still 10 and 7.
it's interesting to see. So basically, we have everybody going over 500 except the Patriots. Is that an
Yeah.
all round answer?
Yep.
Okay. Moving on to the next division. We have
To the AFC South.
okay. We can do AFC South. This one's interesting. This is a young division, an upcoming division. I still don't think it's the worst division in football. I think AR5 now, I guess is what they're calling him. He's not wearing number 15 for some reason. I didn't understand that. Anthony Richardson.
He switched his number.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Wonder if someone PR movement kind of thing.
Might have
What was his number? What was it?
15.
If it was 15, it'd be his initials be AR-15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wonder if it was like a PR.
yeah, he can't do that. Austin Reeves already has that.
15.
Yes.
Oh, that's probably why. That's probably exactly what I did.
Yeah. Respect
So-
that. LA in the building.
First off, we'll go Indianapolis Colts.
Over. I have faith in Richardson.
I don't know what their
just-
schedule is. Can someone pull up the Colts' schedule?
I'm
We got a
on-
lot of Colts fans
I'm
on here.
I'm on top of it right now.
I need to give them an honest opinion here, not my bias.
I've done a little bit of like homework on them. I think they're going under this year, but
Since Jonathan
Great
Taylor's not
potential.
going to be there as of right now, he's not going to be there.
Yeah, that will further my point.
That-
I think they're going to go under, but
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Yeah, he's still on.
You said that some hot topic came
Yeah.
out 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
I was at work, so I didn't catch
he
the hot
wants-
topic.
Jim Irsay.
Was letting him
Hold
talk
on.
to other teams.
I wish we had a better drum roll. But
Wee, wee, wee.
we'll give it this one. Jim Irsay has granted Jonathan Taylor access to search for a trade.
What does that even mean?
It means
He's pretty much saying, "Fine, you can
facilitating
look
it."
for somewhere to go since you don't want to be here."
But that's
For
honestly.
free? Oh no, it's a trade. Okay.
Yeah, it's
all
gonna be a
right.
trade.
But honestly, I'm not sure how much that really helps this case. Honestly, this might be an unpopular opinion. I know we got a lot of Colts fans on here, but listen, let's make a deal. We have a running back that doesn't want to play for Baltimore. You have a running back that doesn't want to play for Indianapolis.
It never's gonna happen.
I know it's never going to happen, but hear me out.
They'll trade,
Aren't they
they'll-
both arguing over money?
They'll trade him. They'll trade him
Yes,
to the AFC.
but
I don't think they're going
before-
to trade each other for another money problem.
They'll trade. They'll trade him to the AFC before they do that.
I know, but I'm just looking at. I was like, hey, listen, we can solve two people. You know,
It's not really solving it. You're just
listen.
switching the problems.
Switching. Pro-
If I'm the Colts, I would have done paid him. Baltimore would have done paid him. The reason we didn't pay J.K. Dobbins is, man, I mean, he literally doesn't have a leg to stand on. But that's for a different point.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. See, I've been with you all show, and then you say some stupid shit like that. Y'all would have been paid him.
We would have paid Jonathan Taylor.
How fucking long did it take for Lamar to get a check?
A long ass time.
Wait a minute.
That's our quarterback.
Wait a
The
minute.
most
how long-
important position.
How long did it
Listen,
take? The most important position. How long did it take
The
them
one
to
that dictates your entire franchise.
pay? But they would have been paid
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
Mhm.
They weren't paying nobody
He
until they're
calls-
done with
He
Jackson.
calls me optimistic.
Yeah,
We got Timmy Eagle says, I see y'all want to cover this without Big Timmy. Yeah, we didn't need Big Timmy. You know.
First of all, I prefer when Big Timmy's on. That's my best friend, Big Timmy. And he been dropping hot facts recently. I don't know if y'all been paying attention. Timmy been saying some stuff that make a whole lot of sense.
All right, so we got the Colts going under 500.
Without Jonathan Taylor,
Under
I definitely
500,
have them.
but the potential there is going to be crazy.
This is how you know how much different the AFC is than NFC. You could not, win your division, and some of these,
Team.
on the AFC side, in some of these divisions, and not have a chance to make the playoffs.
Yep.
And the NFC, you could be the third team in your division and still
Make
have a
the
chance to make the
playoffs.
playoffs.
Giants are a great example of that.
So with the next being team, the Jaguars over 500.
Over 500.
I got over. and
Over.
I don't think there's really
I
any
gotta be
debate on
real.
that.
Listen, I'm gonna say over 500, but I respect the quarterback, but I don't like him
Lawrence.
You know
I
why?
don't.
Why don't you like?
Come on,
Yeah.
because he reminds me of like that prototypical jock,
I know.
like
I know what you're saying. I
like he-
understand completely.
like he can't hold a conversation.
He remind you of 21 Jump Street when Channing Tatum.
Yes,
It showed you back in the high school days where he had the long hair.
Zook. Yeah, that's yes, that's exactly.
I was like, that's what came into my head when you were saying that. I was like, okay,
because he can ball. The boy is a winner. He can ball. But
unpopular opinion.
oh wow, you think they're going under?
No, we already said
No,
over.
I said.
Oh,
Did you guys didn't already give yours, did you?
I said over.
Channing, you said over, right? Yeah.
For Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Over.
okay.
The Tennessee Titans will be going
Well,
Under.
Well, first of all,
you see.
for my
I think it's their collapse year.
only because my best friend cannot stand their quarterback. I am going to say,
The Kentucky one or the
Will Levis.
Yeah.
Right. When we get T-shirts made,
yes,
we are working on that heavily to be able to make our own different. Oh my God, no, you didn't.
Yeah, see,
No, you didn't.
now
we
I
didn't.
can't unsee that.
We got Aaron that says they're tanking for Marvin Harrison Jr. I like the way you think, Aaron. I like the way you think. However,
Who's taking for them?
the Colts.
Ah,
I mean, it's not unrealistic. You know what I'm saying?
Hasn't he made comments that he wants to play in Indy?
I did hear him say that. I'll say that. I say that.
And Reggie Wayne's a wide receiver coach.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, for the Colts.
Yes, he is.
Yep. So Titans under 500. What do you guys have the Titans at?
I got him under.
Obviously, it's historic. Wide receivers there go to die. I mean, as far as their career.
I have them going over 500.
Wait a minute. Time out. They got D Hop though.
Yeah, they got D Hop.
Right. And they also had Andre Johnson. And they also had Julio Jones. They also had Randy Moss.
But D Hop, they
It's-
had Randy Moss.
Yeah, D Hop's better than Randy
Randy
Moss.
Moss played for the
D Hop's
Titans?
better than Randy Moss. I need it on record.
I didn't say that. You're not-
I don't know where you're going with that. No.
Yeah.
No, I know, but
yeah, you can
Hand
take your
off that
foot.
button.
You can take your hand off of that.
If
button.
Randy Moss goes there and his career depletes, D Hop doesn't. You don't think so?
But what I'm saying is who was the quarterback? I would have to see who's
Probably Tannehill right now.
I'm talking about no. I'm talking about
No.
the quarterback.
Comments.
Hold on.
I'm talking about the quarterback when Randy Moss was
We
there.
gotta hit a timeout here. Chapo, I hope you're wrong. For the love of everything I love, I hope you're wrong. And I quote from sources from Chapo, says JT possibly going to Philly.
What the fuck? Another running back?
For what?
Where's
5?
Tell him to give you a link.
He's like, can we cite the sources?
Yeah. Can we? Yeah.
We need sources on that.
real talk, man. Because next thing you know, they're gonna be saying he's going to Kansas City.
I can see him going to Buffalo.
Hey, I always need a running back.
Ooh.
I could, but beyond that, Texans
under.
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 Did you say over or under for the Titans?
Titans said under.
Under.
I said over.
Yeah, you're the only one.
Someone asked who
hope.
the QB was for the Titans when Moss played there, so I'm looking up
Yeah, that was me.
because Moss played there in 2010.
2010.
That doesn't seem like that long ago, but it's been
It's been
Good second
13
ago.
years
That's
ago.
13. Yeah, that's a wow.
it's crazy.
Kerry Collins.
Who's that?
Exactly.
This is why his
We got-
career died.
We got John Suggs that says Taylor's going to the Dolphins.
Oh, so we got lots of
Uh,
takes on where he's going.
I'd love for him not to go to Buffalo, but because that's what Josh Allen needs as a running back.
Yes, he does.
But so we got that division done. Next, we're gonna move to Kansas City's division, AFC West.
Oh, we're gonna save ours for last.
Yes, we are.
All right.
It's there.
Oh, don't you shake your head like that.
So let's go first off, right off the hand, and I'm gonna say this with the utmost confidence. I don't care if Devontae's there. AFC Las Vegas Raiders is under 500.
Yeah, they're under 500. Absolutely.
Is that pretty clear across the board or no?
What was that?
Raiders.
Raiders under 500.
Devontae.
I mean, I can count the losses on my hands if we need to.
I know what is their record. I mean their schedule.
I don't know. I don't even know what it is, but
Look
what
it
I
up
can
quick.
tell you is they currently don't have a running back. Jimmy G barely passed his 5th physical. Darren Waller is gone.
I forgot about that. We'll go under.
Okay, I'll just say I can keep going if we need to. You know,
You don't think they're gonna negotiate with Jacobs?
they haven't listed their arrested players yet for the season.
I'm sorry, I just shared. I forgot to share the. I did.
Oh, you forgot to?
I did. I forgot. Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Kay. You got the Raiders going
Over or under?
I got him going under.
Okay.
under.
So it's
Yeah,
under
because
across
I-
the board?
Cause listen, man, I don't trust Jimmy G, man.
Nah, what Ryan just said, his 5th physical. Shit.
Yeah.
I will look at it this way. Jimmy
He gets
G,
injured though. Tom Brady's coming in.
Jimmy G plays well in the Patriots style offense. They got McDaniels over there, correct?
Mhm.
He's like Patriots. He thrived in that, right?
You talking about Josh?
He's
McDaniels?
never had a number one wide receiver like Devontae. You don't really got to throw him the ball accurately. You could just get it within a 10-foot radius. That's his best option he has there. But you're not going to be able to throw him the ball the whole fucking game.
No,
You're
that's
just not
why
gonna
they
be able
need
do
to
it.
negotiate with Jacobs and get that figured out.
So
I think they're dependent on another weapon because currently with one weapon, Gerb, he ain't gonna
is
get the
Hunter
job.
Renfro still playing over there? Correct me if I'm wrong.
No.
You not know who the
I don't
Hunter
think
Renfro
so.
is?
I don't think so.
I think
Rob.
he left.
Who did he go to? Titans, Jaguars, somewhere.
I think the Titans.
Oh,
Oh,
I just got the message.
No, he's still with the Raiders apparently.
Oh, okay.
I thought he left.
The only thing I seen the message I just got from Chapo. The only thing they think is stopping Taylor to going to the Eagles is the trade price.
yeah, I bet we got. Yeah,
Yeah,
But-
because Ursay wanted.
but you can't
want to
give
dig in them pockets.
you can't give that much. I mean, I know. Just a little side comment here. You cannot give up that much for Jonathan Taylor for what you already gave away for the running backs that left the market,
right.
and for you guys
And
just
the
quote,
little
unquote,
that we're paying our
Yeah,
running
no, I know.
backs right
Hold on,
now.
hold on. Exactly. You're moving my next point. For the little that you're paying your running backs right now, you're going to throw all the way the trust that you have in those guys,
Those 4 people,
and you got rid of Miles Sanders.
which they're paying him $11 million right now. We're paying all of ours $8 million. We've had this conversation
Exactly. So
multiple
so
times.
you're gonna. I wouldn't see a reason to do it. But anyway, so we got the Raiders under. Next, we're gonna. I want to hear the hype. I love Sean Payton, and I hope he does well. But I don't believe in Russell Wilson.
I still think they're going
Broncos under.
under. Yeah, I still think they're going under.
They already have 2 wide receivers on.
Injured reserve.
Yeah,
Not
IR.
playing.
What was their win total last year?
5,
I think it was
6.
5 or 6.
Hold on. I can pull it up. It was scarce. That's for sure. I don't see it. 2022. Wait, okay, this is not going to show anything. It's showing me their whole schedule for everything else. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find it. You guys find it? I'd ask Siri right now, but I don't have Siri in front of me. Anybody find it yet?
They went 5-12.
Yep.
Oh,
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I thought it was like 5 or 6 games.
So they got to.
I believe in Peyton enough to add 3 more wins to that total.
So it's
Still go under,
Still goes under, yeah.
but 8-9.
All right. Is that across the board?
Across the board.
All right. This is where it gets interesting, boys. Kansas City. Obviously,
No, it's over
right?
500.
Over.
This is where it gets
Is
crazy?
that a
Yeah.
question?
Los Angeles Chargers.
They go over as well.
They'll go over.
But
They go over. Austin Eckler is finna.
you think this is the year that
He
the
finna ball.
Chargers?
He finna ball out like he ain't got no boxers on, bro.
Does their head coach get fired this year? If they
They
don't,
don't win a playoff game.
If they don't win a playoff game, yes,
Facts.
they
He's
do.
if
out
he
of
wins
there.
one playoff game,
He's safe.
Yeah.
They'll be safe for another year.
He's
think
safe.
so? Who was it that won a playoff
Just
game?
because who they're looking at in the same division with the Chiefs, so he's going to have a little bit more.
Yeah, a little leeway.
I'm sorry over the comments here. I think we got some in here. Forgetting about Renfro. That's what we were talking about. Didn't they draft a tight end? I think
They did.
Mayer, Michael Mayer.
Talking about the Raiders.
Yeah.
I think it was Mayer.
Yeah.
His Lions got Laporta.
I still don't put him over 500, Trey.
Mm-mm.
I wanted him in fantasy so bad.
So
I think the Raiders potentially draft their quarterback of the future for how bad they do this year.
They're just gonna put Tom Brady in.
Okay, so the AFC North, last but not least.
We'll start with the Browns.
Let's
Let's start with the Browns.
let's start with the Browns.
They're going under 500.
I got the Browns going over 500.
Okay. So you got the whole division going over 500 then?
No, I don't.
Well, then who you got under 500? Because if you
Hold
got
on,
your
hold
own
on.
team going under
Hold on,
500,
we'll get to that team. We'll get there. Channing.
I just remember what Watson has been able to do before.
Right.
They have a good roster.
Yes, on paper they look phenomenal.
That's my
It's
word.
another thing.
You got Chubb coming back.
Cliches as sounds, it depends on the quarterback play. If we get the Watson from last year, it's going to be under 500. But if we get the Watson that's even close to what he was before everything happened,
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
So you got over or under? I need an answer.
What's the hype out of preseason? I've not paid attention at all.
They tied it with the Eagles.
Not win.
They tied?
I'm
They
talking
tied with
about
the
like
Eagles.
how does he look in practice?
I haven't honestly got to take a look.
I haven't heard nothing.
I know he's got Amari Cooper. I know they didn't re-sign Kareem Hunt, but they got Nick Chubb, right? I don't know who their wide receiver number 2 over there. I think it's Peoples Jones. If I'm correct.
You know what? I'm gonna go over.
Over 500. Okay. Zach,
I said under.
I got him going over.
I can't pick them all going over.
You can give me the unpopular opinion, or the popular opinion is under, right? But our division's going to take a monumental shift this year, I think, in my opinion. Jason, you might not want to hear this, but I'm moving next to Pittsburgh. Unless Kenny Pickett battles out Deshaun Watson,
You think Mike Thomason's gonna let them go under?
I think this is a year of history.
I want to hear from you. This is what I want to hear because you don't got them going under. Who the
What
hell
did
you got
Pittsburgh?
going under?
They didn't draft a wide
Listen.
receiver like we thought they were going to. I
Listen.
mean, we were all here. You know what I'm saying? They did draft defense.
Sometimes things have to end.
Oh, okay.
Listen, man, just because last year, man, we slipped through. Like I'm talking about, like literally, like ice on the steps. Skippy the beat, like we.
What about picking the Pickets?
Listen, I love picking the Pickens. I think it's going to be great. I just don't think that this is the year. Now, if we talk about next year, after these guys got a little bit more rotation with each other and the defense, I'm going to say over. But right now,
Mike Tomlinson. Who said Tomlinson?
I probably pronounced his last name wrong.
yeah,
My
Mike
bad.
Tomlin.
They got Elijah Moore too. I forgot the Browns got Elijah Moore too.
Yeah,
They just got from the Jets.
yeah. So yeah, Pittsburgh still is under.
I got him over. I got your faith for you.
So far, you have more faith in our teams besides his than we do.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
Alright.
Listen, we looking great in preseason.
Yeah, but
We're undefeated. But like Chan Man say, preseason
don't matter.
don't matter. Even though Pickett, even though he is out there throwing it against, the first stream, he looks good. He's threading the needle on some of them, but it's just like I don't know yet.
All right.
I love my team. I just don't. So I'm going with under.
I
What
need.
you got, Channing?
I thought he said it.
He didn't say it.
Oh, my bad. I really thought you did.
This is my hardest division, personally, to guess.
It's one of the hardest divisions. It's been consistently
It is.
one of the best divisions in football. This year, I don't see us. We're not the best division in football this year. As much as I hate
the
to say
reason
that.
why I'm on the fence with the Steelers is because I seen an article literally this morning that at first had me do a double take until I started seeing clips that said the Pickens to Pickett was on a whole new level, that they compared that wide receiver to the best in the league. Don't know if you guys seen that,
I think I say something about
but apparently this dude is showing out major, because I don't believe in preseason wins or losses. I believe in individual. That's when players are trying to make themselves look good, to make spots, make rosters. I look at individual performance,
Don't get injured.
Right.
and that's been an individual performance I'm seeing very good things about.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, that's the next Joe. That's the next Joe and Chase.
And be careful getting injured in preseason.
So I'm going to say over on that one.
Over on Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure we was on the same page there.
You're going to hate my take, though.
Okay.
Coming up.
Oh, Baltimore. Oh, buddy.
So
All right, well, that's where we're next.
I'll let y'all know.
I
My
don't
next
even-
2 picks are over as well.
I don't even really. I don't think there's a whole lot of explaining what to do. Baltimore, bearing injuries,
Y'all go
that
over
don't
500.
deplete us. We look great right now.
It's bust. It's bust for
Knock
y'all.
on some wood here.
It's bust for
What
y'all.
scares me about the Ravens is your 2 biggest keys that they believe in that are going to take them to the promised land. Their history of staying on the field.
Dun dun dun.
They brought in Odell to have that connection be the do or die, bring them to the Super
Right,
Bowl.
and I don't even think that's he's supposed to be our number one guy, quote unquote. But I don't think that's even going to be the number one guy. I think he's the distraction for the number.
I think
one
he's
guy.
supposed to be the clutch, like when they have to have the catch.
Yeah, but guess what? You know what? That bitch gonna have to do something he ain't like doing his whole career.
Play in the regular season.
He's gonna have to come across that fucking middle and take a smear.
Yeah.
He's gonna if he's gonna be that guy that we need to play. He's gonna have to go across that middle, and everybody knows.
And
Odell doesn't like that.
I want to paint a picture for you, Ryan, and I
All right.
want you to tell me what you think would be the outcome. Odell has to step up and start taking hits in the middle. We've seen the way he acts on the sideline when that happens, and how quickly he throws people under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
If he starts getting drilled,
Mm-hmm.
and he wants to get mad at Lamar
Mm-hmm.
and blame Lamar, because we've seen him love a quarterback to not get his way, to hate them.
Right.
He's gonna destroy your fucking locker room.
What happens when he starts saying all the negativity on Lamar if he's not getting his way?
What
And
happened?
then how does Lamar react to that?
If I'm Lamar,
Lamar is a
running the ball.
professional. Lamar Jackson is a professional. He's shown he's been a professional. He
I would agree with that.
Lamar
Professionals have agents.
Lamar is not the guy to come out and bash any-
Lamar's not.
Yes. However, I'm not saying people around Lamar might not say anything, but if it comes down to push or shove, see you, Odell.
So then doesn't that bring you right back to square one
No.
where you're
You think Zay Flowers is going to come out and do some magic?
Listen, I know he's a rookie, right? However, I mean, this is widely spread across the league. This isn't just, I mean, obviously the ESPN, Fox, NFL Network doesn't just show the Baltimore Ravens. I'm sure we're all well aware of that, especially in Indiana, where it's corn, beer, and Indianapolis Colts and racing. Zay Flowers is on there awful lot, being talked about as the best. Their words, not mine. He looks like the best wide receiver coming out of camp preseason. I mean, his lightning speed, 3-inch growth spurt since the draft combine.
That's crazy. What are they giving?
6'2", lining up in the slot. Might I add, is not supposed to be the number one guy. Ravens have never drafted a wide receiver to where he did not have to come in and be the guy from day one. Correct me if I'm wrong. Baltimore's never had a Pro Bowl wide receiver.
Well, you guys should just start coming to us, man, because you guys can't develop talent
Hey, listen,
in a wide receiver.
I might be making a swing out of the park here with this one, but Zay Flowers looks great, and I hope he does great. But I don't think it's just going to be the Odell show, and I think that's why we got Mark Andrews. That's always going to be Lamar's number one guy,
and he's always had that, but we've
Yeah.
seen where the cap is with that.
right? And exactly,
So
but he
you're
also
banking
didn't
on
have
Flowers.
anybody. He didn't have anybody else. Like there was no this. This was your tunnel vision.
So I'm
This is
saying,
your only
but I'm saying
direction.
that you're kind of banking on Flowers for that role.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
Yes.
Mahomes-
That's what I'm
I
asking.
think we start the
Mahomes didn't have-
season.
Mahomes didn't have anybody else but Kelsey,
But I've never once said
he
Lamar
seemed-
Jackson
he
is
seemed to
Patrick
make it-
Mahomes.
He seemed to make it work, though.
Yeah, and also Mahomes can throw a 70-yard pass with a flick of the wrist. I don't see anybody else doing that.
And he's not looking at the quarterback.
Yeah.
He's not even looking at the
He's
wide
not even
receiver.
looking. He's
throwing
literally
it
just
at-
yelling, "Kelsey's down there somewhere." You know what I'm saying?
You're right, all the time.
But that answered my question: is if things go wrong in that direction, you're banking on Flowers to be the one.
I am banking on it. However,
can I be real? Their whole fucking season depends on Lamar's health.
Yep.
but can I be real with you?
If
though?
Lamar can't give us 80% for 16, 15 games, they're in trouble.
Yep.
Okay, well, look at it this way. They're not going to design plays for Odell to go over the middle of the field. You got plenty of young guys out there. Hold on, hear me out. It's also going to decrease the time that Lamar Jackson has to spend in the pocket thinking about options, because if his number one guy is not open, quote unquote, he has other options now. He doesn't have to stare down Mark Andrews and then run for his fucking life because, oh, wait, nobody can catch the fucking ball.
First of all, he acts like Lamar Jackson stands in the pocket.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Show me the time when Lamar got hurt outside of the pocket.
What I'm saying, no, what I'm saying is he always gets hurt in the pocket.
He's been hurt twice.
But both 2 times.
Well,
Where
yeah,
was he
Joe
at?
Burrow's been hurt twice. I'm just going to put that out there. Joe Burrow has now been hurt twice.
Joe Burrow has
He's only
been
missed
to
one season.
Joe Burrow's been to a Super Bowl and a AFC Championship game as well.
Correct.
That's
He
the
has.
time that-
With also
in a
with the star
fraction-
wide receiver that he
in a-
got from being out the whole season
In a
before.
fraction of the time.
Jamar Chase is not a Cincinnati Bengal if Joe Burrow doesn't get hurt that first year.
Facts.
It doesn't matter. That's just the way it happened.
That doesn't matter.
It's just the way it happened.
Jamar Chase does not matter for Cincinnati Bengals.
They could have drafted another wide receiver.
Not at that position in the draft. It was going to be Jamar Chase level of talent.
Why not? But listen, what I'm saying is, of
I'm
course,
sorry, they were going to get Justin
you go,
Jefferson.
you go get his they was boyfriend and girlfriend in college, of course.
Right.
Every team in the NFL should be like that. Okay, well, we got the top quarterback.
You wouldn't be in that
Mary.
position. You wouldn't be in that position.
Next year, we're gonna attempt to get either his number
You could
one
attempt
or his
all you
number
want,
2 target.
But you're not jumping up 20 spots.
It was time for Cincinnati to shine.
Okay.
No, it's the Lions' time to shine. Damn
Listen,
it.
all right. So I got Baltimore going over.
I got Baltimore going over.
Can't make them all go over.
Right. You got them under?
I'm going just because of. I'm saying, if you look at the 2 biggest things, it's more leaning toward negative and positive, in my opinion.
I look at it this way.
From looking the outside looking in.
Lamar was hurt, right? This last one. Do I think his contract played into him coming back? Hell yeah, I do. Do I think he was really hurt? Yeah. Do I think it was drug out farther than it needed to be? Hell yeah, I do.
Channing, will you please ask me if I think Lamar Jackson was hurt?
Do you think Lamar Jackson was hurt?
Hell no, he was.
Terrible, but
He said
Lamar Jackson's got his contract. He's got his weapons. He's poised to have the best year of his career.
So if it goes, see, unlike my quarterback who's still young, if he has a bad year this year, we could chalk that up to he's still learning. But if your quarterback with the new contract and all of the shiny new weapons, if he happens to get hurt or he doesn't excel,
that's a conversation to be had.
we're gonna have it at the end of the season.
All right, listen, before I address that comment, we'll go to the Bengals because
They're going over.
Listen, I don't want to hear it, Mr. Tyrod Taylor you got over there. You didn't want to bring that up? The fact that they have the same career stats from the first 3 years in the league, but Jalen Hurts is the Lord and Savior over here?
Is the Lord and Savior.
He should not be. Really, honestly, like what he said earlier made all the sense in the world. If you take Jalen Hurts and put him on the
Bears,
the Tennessee, no, because that he has weapons there. But if you take him
now
and you put him on the Tennessee Titans,
that's a different play style.
Oh,
what I'm saying?
Yeah, without all the weapons.
Yeah, just
I would consider that a different play style too. We said this is like when you're playing,
you put Jalen Hurts.
Pause. We tried this last year. Then we put Gardner Minshew.
That is not even close.
Oh my god. Okay.
Gardner Minshew is not the same level of talent. If he was, he'd be day one starter for the Colts.
Yeah, it's not. It's Anthony Richardson.
Let me think. Even if you send Jalen Hurts to the Raiders, where he has a one Devontae, but
they go over 500.
Oh, but he's not doing what he did with the Eagles.
Hell no, he ain't throwing for.
I know.
He ain't throwing for 3,000.
I'm just asking the Eagles fan.
He's doing a lot of good things. I wouldn't say they'd make the playoffs.
Channing, I need your opinion. You're not an Eagles fan. I want to know.
He'd be Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna take off running.
Still over 500.
I need your Jalen Hurts opinion. Statistically, his numbers are within 100, we'll say yards or so of Tyrod Taylor's the first 3 seasons.
I will say numbers will never tell a full story because we've seen people put up numbers, but that doesn't always equate to wins.
Right.
So comparing just because numbers comparative to another player that's proven that he can't win, Hurts this year. It's still just 1 year, but he proved that he could win.
Might add,
but the performance in that Super Bowl, I know he slipped, but up to that point,
that's a big slip.
Can you say that someone's played that good of football up till that one small point? Even Patrick Mahomes has made mistakes in the Super Bowl,
right?
But he had a team to help him fix that, where the Eagles team fell apart.
They juiced him up.
The difference between him and Hurts is that
they juiced him up.
He can go out there with just the tight end.
And can we talk about? Can we put Jalen Hurts
in what category?
I think it's too soon to be making comparisons. Where can you take him out and put him in? I think it's too soon. He had a very, very phenomenal year.
Are we comparing him to Jordan Love?
No.
And Geno Smith?
I'm saying if you compare him, you should be comparing him to people that are in the same.
That's what I'm saying. Geno Smith.
Right.
The young guys.
I don't think it's fair to take him like it's not fair to compare anyone to Patrick Mahomes, in my opinion.
I don't ever
You,
compare
first
anybody
of
to
all,
Patrick
Joe
Mahomes for
Burrow
that reason.
is closer, and you can't compare him
right,
to Joe. Joe's shitting on him with no toilet paper.
right.
Can I just put
That's
this?
why in Murrow the M comes first.
Yeah,
because-
Murray. Yeah, that's
Can we just put this in statistics for you? As far as
Can you hurry up so we can wrap this up? So
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
yes, because I know what you're finna do. You finna attack Vaughn.
100%.
You finna, yeah.
Whichever way you want it.
I say I knew it was coming, bro. He's
Can
finna-
we figure out, please?
So
'cause
let's
hold on.
pause real quick.
No,
You put Lamar and the Eagles, and you put Jalen and the Ravens. I bet the Ravens go further than.
you're out of your ever living mind. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
You're going to give Lamar Jackson?
I will say on one point about that, you cannot take Lamar Jackson and ask him to do what Hurts did when it came to running in the middle of that line for those 1 yard runs.
Lamar doesn't have to run
In this style of if you're taking a player out and putting them in a different offensive system, you have to ask them to do what they do in that system. In that system, they ask that QB to do what he does.
But they're never going to call that play, though. Lamar's not that.
Then you can't realistically take him and put him into
How
that
many
system.
first downs we get because of that play?
Okay. Well, look at this.
That's what I'm saying. You can't take a player and put him into a different system.
Did
we lose the camera? All
phone
right.
die? Your phone die?
There's a possibility.
All right.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, I guess we gotta wrap this thing up.
Okay, well, real quick here before we wrap it up, I just want to point something out. Jalen Hurts was considered for MVP and only had 22 touchdowns. If we look at the last 3, 4, 5 years, we want to look at the touchdown ratio of how he was even considered to be MVP last year. Let's look at Patrick Mahomes, 50 touchdowns that year. Aaron Rodgers, we'll just look at the 2 years he's won it. 45 touchdowns, 37 touchdowns.
MVP is supposed to mean most valuable on your team. When you took Hurts out of his team, what did he do? What happened? What happened when you took Lamar out? They still almost won a playoff.
I hate that he always got a fucking.
But you had Gardner Minshew.
Ravens almost beat Burrow with the backup in the playoffs.
I mean, that's technically 2 division games back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
I would expect that to be close.
But I'm saying you took him
We
out.
lost
You guys
our
did not
division
fall.
game,
You took
too.
him out. They fell
When it
dramatically.
We lost our division game as well when we took out Hurts because he got hurt.
That's who they were playing as division.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
saying
those
the Eagles
Cowboys-
completely fell apart when you took away their QB. You guys not only continued to
But
do well, you almost beat Burrow
Do you know why? Though?
at Cincinnati.
This is my argument going to make that. The Ravens are smart. Do you know we're the only?
Oh, for sure they're smart.
It's going to sound crazy, but like we have built our backup quarterbacks around the style of our starting quarterback. It means they all do the same.
Which I'm not disagreeing, but most valuable player.
But when you
You
put,
take out a player and they're
Right.
still good.
but the goal is for
Let's-
your team to
So
put.
let's talk about that real quick because now going forward, all of our quarterbacks can pretty much somewhat play like Jalen Hurts can play. Gardner Minshew is completely different compared to Jalen Hurts.
Exactly.
Completely different play style, completely different quarterback.
22 touchdowns and considered for MVP.
Still got us where we need to be, didn't he?
He led them to a Super Bowl. And
Damn near won it. They wouldn't have
like I
just
said,
Patrick
most
Mahomes.
valuable player is supposed to be most valuable to their team. You took him out, they fell apart. You take Lamar out of the Ravens, they're still a rock hard team that almost beat Burrow in Cincinnati.
How many teams' backup quarterback is as good as their starting quarterback? Like that's
Well, I mean,
that's-
our
a lot of teams are gonna fall apart. Like you say, they almost beat them, but they didn't.
But they was competitive without him. The Eagles were not.
No, I get that, but I just think that's the offensive play style that they have.
Our team is. It's just like your team is essentially built around the quarterback that you have, and
Except
Kyler-
y'all have 6 different weapons that we didn't have for the last
Hey,
2
I'll take
seasons.
it. So,
But we'll end that there. We're already a little over our time here. Real quick here, Cincinnati. We obviously do we have them all over?
All over, yeah.
Being that for some reason they didn't hit us with a smoke screen with Joe Burrow.
he's
You know the
fine.
media loves to do that. They say
Ain't
potentially.
nothing wrong with Joe.
He's fine.
So
now.
Want to give a
Anyways,
shout out to our sponsor, the Green
Green
Olive.
Olive.
we appreciate all that support.
Yes, sir. Go out there and try y'all some of that pizza, man. Get your game of pool or something.
Get some beer.
Listen, I'm telling you, that ranch is like no other. You gotta really try it out there. But we appreciate it. Like I said, if you don't like the page, you don't follow the page, you're doing yourself a disservice and us. Make sure you like the page and even share it to all your friends. All however many you got 1,000, you got 2, whichever.
Share
Send it to
all.
them. Also, if you don't have a T-shirt, hit us up. We're taking pre-orders. We're trying to get some new T-shirts out. So like I said, just go ahead and send us a message. We'll get you taken care of. We appreciate y'all.
Bye.